All right, guys, welcome to our Zoom meeting. Like I said, Priscilla's going to be just a few minutes late, so I'm kind of going to fill the time until she hops on here. Hopefully, she's unmuted when she gets on so she can say something. But just a couple of announcements, just so you guys, if you're not aware, we have a brand new training site. It's at winewarriors.biz. That's our brand new training site. So if you haven't been there, please check it out. It is amazing. We just have some simple steps on there, steps 1 through 3 to help get you started. The 7 P's video that Trey did is on there, and lots of additional training and scripts and stuff. And lots of all the call numbers that you're going to need, and access to all the recordings. So if you're wondering where to find the recording of this Zoom call to send to somebody, well, just tell them to go to the training site. I will have it uploaded by tomorrow night. Usually I have it uploaded the evening after the Zoom call. So we have a section on there that you can actually go in there and buy wine apparel, and it's sold by people on our team. So we're helping out our team as well. So this was created. I know Trey's not on tonight because he's on an airplane, but it took him a couple of days to build this website, and that's all he did, really. He was just nonstop working on the site. So it took him a long time. We were messaging back and forth, and, he was asking me exactly what I wanted and stuff. So kudos to Trey. Thank you, Jesus, for you, because I don't know what I would do without you. So thank him. Because it's going to allow for you guys to have some easy duplication. And I know a lot of people are really scared to sponsor a person into their business because they're actually afraid that they're not going to be able to train them correctly, or they're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this business myself. How am I going to teach someone else to do it? Well, this is your answer, you guys. We have this training site, and it's up and running, and it will train anybody that wants to learn the information, plug into it, and just go after it. So I just wanted to make that quick little announcement, and I want to just talk about something real quick before Priscilla gets on about something I'm noticing in the team. People are trying to overcomplicate things. We need to keep things simple, and it's called the KISS method, which is keep it simple, silly. I keep getting people messaging me about starting wine funnels and Facebook advertising and MailChimp and Streak, Google Streak, and YouTube and LinkedIn and just all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, you've messaged all 1,200 of your Facebook friends that I see you have? Great job. And they're like, oh, no, I haven't done that yet. Okay, that is the first thing you should be doing. You can actually go in and print off your Facebook list if you did not know that, and literally message every one of the people on your Facebook list. I always check them out first to make sure they're not a DC rep already. But you can actually go through and message every one of the people on your friends list. And I can actually post a link that actually is a video that will show you how to print your friends list. That is keeping it simple. All that other stuff can wait. So, and then after you have gone through your Facebook friends list, then yes, it is okay to start exploring other options. And don't forget, you need to keep adding to your network too. So you should be getting more and more Facebook friends as you go. But it's okay to start exploring, YouTube and wine funnels and Facebook advertising. Really, Facebook advertising is probably the easiest way to go about things. And the thing about the wine funnels is they're great for experienced network marketers, because they know how to use a funnel. And the wine funnel that I know Leslie Cummings had a hand in helping create is more user-friendly for new people. So if you were to explore a wine funnel, I would highly recommend trying that one, or the rapid funnel that we have, if you guys have already been through your friends list and you need another avenue. So those two are probably the easiest that I've looked at to like learn. But with wine funnels, it's a learning curve. You have to learn how to use them properly. You have to advertise to the wine funnel. So, I mean, you need to get people to the wine funnel. You can't just get a wine funnel and expect people to find it. You have to advertise in some way, either on Google or Facebook advertising, something. So the wine funnel is not going to magically make you successful either. So, that's what I just wanted to say. And believe me, I'm not innocent when it comes to not messaging all of my friends, because I literally had somebody on my team message me today and saw that someone had responded to her ad on Facebook. And I was a mutual friend to this person. So she contacted me, of course, because she has integrity. And she was like, have you talked to this person already? I noticed that you're a mutual friend. I looked at my messages. Nope, I hadn't talked to her yet. So she got to her before I did. And that's what's going to happen. If you don't talk to every single one of your friends, it'll happen to you too. And it really hurts when you see one of your friends sign up with somebody else just because you hadn't talked to them yet. That sucks. So I know Carolyn knows that. I know Brandy knows that. I think we've all been burned that way. So, but I hadn't said one word to this person on Facebook. So I was like, go ahead. I'm like, she came to you. I'm like, she's yours. You know, I have no right to take this person when I had never contacted her once before. So keep it simple, print your friends list and go through that first. Then you can start exploring other options. So Priscilla should be on any second. I'm not sure. Priscilla, are you on yet?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I can't see you. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on speaker mode or something.
Okay.
Speaker view so I can see you. There you are. Hi. All right. We have Priscilla Ashley. Okay, so Priscilla joined on November 3rd. Priscilla went master seller in 20 days. She was number 8 in November contest last year and won some money and some free wine, which is awesome. She was number 5 in the ticket drive to Uncorked in January and won some more money there. She's currently the number 8 top income earner in the company, and she's earned over $50,000 since November, you guys. Is that not insane? I mean, come on.
Wow.
Does that excite you?
It's crazy.
Put some hands in the air. And you are about to learn some nuggets from her. So get out your pens and paper and take some good notes.
It's crazy. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks for that introduction. And
Welcome.
I just have to say thank you to Derek and Sherry for all they do for us, you guys. I mean, if you've ever been in network marketing before, like we have, I am blown away by the amount of support that we get from this team. Didn't have it in my last company or in the last one I was in with them. I didn't have that. So a little bit of background on me. Some of you might know me and some of you might not. I was in Beachbody for 6.5 years, and that's kind of how we know each other from that company. And I did pretty well in that company, 6-figure earner. But just like a lot of you watched your income drop, or it was very hard to do that business and make a good living at it after a while. It's like all the ones at the top seem to stay at the top. And I watched my income drop $25,000 in a year. And I know that some other people, they've seen their income drop a lot more than that. But to me, what that showed me was, why am I working this much harder? Seriously, people, don't be calling me right now. Why am I working this much harder in year 6? I should be like taking it easy now, right? And making more money, not making less money and working harder or just as hard as I was back then. So I had to take a really good look at what I was doing and decide, hey, do I want to keep working this business or do I want to do something else? So I don't think Sherry shared this, but I'm married. I've been married for almost 20 years. We have 4 kids between us. And at that time, my husband and I were like, well, let's pray about it and see, if God has something else in store for us, and was I going to have to go back to work, and I don't have a college degree, so dang it, what if I go back to work? I'm going to be up against all these people that already have degrees, and quite frankly, I want to go get a job. Like, I'm having fun, making my own schedule, being home with my kids, being able to be the one that raises my kids. So for me, I'm just so thankful that this business opportunity came about, and I was introduced to this before I said yes, and someone on here knows that. And I said no. A lot of people do that, right? They say no at first. So you get a no. It doesn't mean no forever. Like I've gotten so many no's or not right nows. I mean, my rock star Nate is on here right now, and he told me not right now for like 4 months. So and he's probably kicking himself now. But so just because someone tells you no, it doesn't mean forever. It just means probably not right now or whatever. They need to watch you. They need to see that you're going to stick with this and you're going to continue doing this. But my first thing is, and Brandy and I feel very strongly about this, is before you start doing anything in the day, is you have to start with your personal development. I don't care if it's a book. I don't care if it's a podcast. I don't care if it's Joel Osteen, something to get your mind right before you go and start inviting people or following up with people. Because you guys all know you're going to get no's. I got like 5 or 6 no's yesterday. Didn't kill me. I'm still here. But you have to have your mind right before you start inviting. So this one's a good one. This is Recruiting Up. If you want to start recruiting professionals, this is one that we're reading right now. I haven't read this one yet, but most of you guys know about You Are a Badass. Can you see this? This one she has is A Badass of Making Money with Jen Cicero. So this is one my sponsor Jen O'Keefe recommended. So I'm going to start reading this one. I'm not a big reader. I'm more of a podcast girl or audio. So if you don't like to read, that's no excuse. You can just get some audio and throw it in your car when you're driving, and that's how you can get your personal development. So number 1, before you start inviting or following up, do your personal development. Jocelyn says, I love that book. I'm pretty sure that's Jocelyn on my team too. Okay, so consistency, guys. How did I get to top 10 or whatever it is, top income earner in a short 6-month period of time? Consistency and inviting, consistency and following up. I make it a point to invite at least 5 people a day. Right now I'm going to go for another recruiting blitz, so I'm going to up that to 20 a day. Nate went master seller in 11 days, right? And I think I told him to invite 20 people a day, and that's what he did. There's nothing different between me or Nate or Sherry or Carolyn or anybody else on this call, except for that we invite more people. That's it. Honestly, there's nothing different between us. And guess what? Nate used the scripts. Using the scripts, you guys, that's another thing. Oh my gosh, when I first signed up, I don't know anything about wine. All I knew about was that health and fitness company, right? I knew nothing. So Joe and Tina said, here's the scripts, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. That's all I did. I didn't go and change them around. I didn't make them my own. I literally copy, paste, copy, paste. Some people on here might say they'll make them their own or whatever. That's fine. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying I listened to what my leaders told me to do, and I copy pasted the heck out of them. I probably have invited 300 people. I have 60 personally sponsored reps right now. No, wait, 61. No, 62 today. I keep on losing count. I signed someone today, 62. And we have over 2,000 people in my organization. So it's not just what you do, it's what your team does. And if your team can easily duplicate what you're doing, guess what? It's that copy, paste, follow the system. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to Derek and Sherry, because when I first started, Sherry, was I on every single call? For 2 weeks, I think. Pretty much. 3 to 5 calls a day.
Yeah, she was on every opportunity call for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah. And that's how I got to build my business so quickly, is because if you could use those opportunity calls to your advantage, then you're going to be able to build your team as well. Now, granted, we don't have as many calls anymore because we have so many recorded opportunity calls you can use. Jen and I recorded our own. I'm sure a lot of other people have their own recorded calls. We actually made it a point for a while there to make our team record their own calls so that they could have their own voice. So that's another thing I can recommend too. I think we have a script. I think Derek and Sherry have their own script that you could actually go by. But we actually send our team the script and tell them how they can record their own call. Nate, you and I still need to do yours, but it's not like he has to have his own to be successful. I mean, he's already gotten to be successful in his first month just by following the system, which is inviting, following up, and getting people on closing calls. And oh, by the way, guys, Nate does a ton of live videos, Facebook Live. If you guys want to be successful, I highly suggest you start doing some Facebook Lives. Oh my gosh, that scares me. I don't want to do that. No. Guess what? Get over your fear. I know I hate to sound mean, but you just have to get over your fear and just do it. If you guys want to see more growth in your business, do Facebook Lives. I would say, well, Nate does them all, whatever time of the day, but I personally think between the 6 and 9 p.m. is probably the best time. Sherry used to do them a lot too. She did a lot of them. So consistency in inviting 5 to 10 people a day, new people, and then doing Facebook Live so that you're sharing whatever. You want to share about the wine, you want to share about the opportunity, you can get out the script, you can just talk about it right there from the script, you can talk about it. And then follow up. Like I heard Sherry talking earlier, she had somebody else, a friend of hers, that ended up signing up under someone else because she hadn't reached out to her. But a lot of times what happens with us is we reach out and invite, and then we forget to follow up. So follow up is huge. I would say, Sherry, what do you say? I say like at least 1 to 2 times a week.
Yeah, at least once a week for sure.
Right. At least once a week. And even if you guys want to put it on your calendar, like this is my follow-up day, I'm going to go through my list and I'm going to follow up. I have a list, which it's getting to be too full. I actually have it in this little book that you guys could get in your back office. It's the Direct Sellers Planner. And in my list, I just have all my names here. And it's getting to be full where I have, I think, 2 more pages left. But I go through this and I just follow up because if you guys don't write stuff down, I mean, you're going to forget, right? I know I do. If I meet somebody at the grocery store because I'm wearing a cute little bling shirt or a bling hat and they're asking me questions, I have to get their information. Or first of all, I'm not just going to hand out my card and say, here, call me or look at my information on my site. I'm going to get their email and their cell phone number and I'm going to send them information. And then I'm going to write them down in my book so I can remember to follow up with them. Okay? That's like really big right there because I don't know, I'm a busy mom and a wife and I forget about who I talk to when I'm out and about. So it's very, very important. I don't know how. Okay, hold on, Kat. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So write down your invites, people that you've talked to, your contacts, and go live, I would say 1 to 2 times a week at least. And share the opportunity or share about the wine, do an unboxing. I remember when I first started, Carolyn's husband did an unboxing of his wine. And I texted her, I'm like, what do I say? I don't know what to say. She's like, get out the notes, the tasting notes, and just go over the wine and talk about it. I mean, they make it so simple for us. You just look at the tasting notes. You can share about the wine, where it came from, the region, what you compare it with, and just talk about your new passion. And be happy, be excited, smile. That's what is going to attract people to you. Kat says, I don't know what to go live about. They say there's so much you could go live about. which I know is true, but I'm still blank. Sherry, you want to touch on that?
I would just say, you're overthinking things. You're definitely overthinking things. Pick something and just go live about it. People don't want scripted live videos. They just want you. They want real. They want random. They don't care about what you talk about at all, as long as it's, I mean, you could talk about direct sellers in some of your live videos, but don't make all your live videos about direct sellers. You can go live, like for instance, Brandy goes live about all kinds of stuff. So I would highly recommend following Brandy Murphy. She definitely has some good live videos. You know, and lots of other people do too. So just don't overthink it and just go live, because the more people see you and your face and you know, your personality, and that's what people mesh with.
Yeah. I love that Tanya just said, I shoot my redneck husband opening the wine, and people love it. I think that's funny. And then Trip says, I use my daily personal development as my live topic. That's brilliant right there.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
Right there. You don't know what to go live about? Do your personal development and do a video on it.
Yeah.
That's good. And then you're teaching people things too.
Priscilla, Robin is asking for the book name again. That book you held up.
So You Are a Badass?
Jen Sincero.
You Are a Badass at Making Money.
Yes.
This one. You see it?
It's on Audible. It's on Amazon. Yep. Thanks.
I get everything from Amazon.
Me too.
Everything. I think that's all I had to share. Do you have anything else you want me to talk about?
I don't think so. Okay, guys, questions. You're talking to one of the top income earners in the company. Start shooting some questions.
You guys can unmute yourself too. It's probably better.
Yeah,
that way we don't have to read every question.
You can just go ahead and ask.
Hey, Priscilla, I got a question for you. And it's not something that I mean, I know it, but maybe other people don't. What do you mean by inviting? Are you talking to people first? Or are you just going out and inviting them first?
I'm doing exactly what Sherry said. I go through my Facebook friends list and I use that step number 1, invite. I've changed mine a little bit. Let me find it for you and I'll tell you exactly what I said. What?
If you haven't talked to them in a while, definitely catch up a little bit before you send out that step 1 script. I wouldn't just send out the step 1 script. That's
I agree.
personal.
I agree on that.
Like, I definitely like to, small talk just a little bit.
Well, try to I mean, I thought you already covered this, but go through their Facebook, look at their Facebook, see what they're up to.
Right.
Like, hey girl, I saw that your daughter won their soccer game.
Exactly.
Is she still doing soccer? Like that kind of stuff.
Yes, that is exactly what you just connect with them for a second, and then you can go in with the script.
And this is like one of the ones I have a couple, and I can post them in the team page too. I thought I was finished with being involved with these businesses, but this one had me sold immediately when I saw the product was wine, and the fact that the timing was so perfect and the market isn't saturated at all. Would you be interested in hearing a little bit more about it? And then you just wait for them to answer. Like, you don't keep going, you wait for them to answer. Or there's another one says, hey, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm doing this wine thing and it's so much fun. Would you have any interest in hearing about it if it wouldn't interfere with anything you have going on now? I think you'd really enjoy it, and wait for the answer. This is just something that we kind of recently came up with, just a little different, than our regular script that we had, which was, hey, do you know anyone that likes wine? Just a little bit different.
Take that, do you know anyone who likes wine, and just make it your own. It doesn't have to say exactly that.
Right.
Just, something like
that. Make it your own. And again, I can post it in there for you if you want, in the group page.
Oh, yeah.
I just joined on Friday, curious about social media pages and how to capture folks who like your page. I'm not really good to answer that one because I don't work off my business page. I I really have built 90% of my business off my regular Facebook page. I feel like my business page is for boosting posts. That's where you pay. You have to pay to get your page seen, unless you are like my sponsor, Jen, who has like 20,000 likes on her page. I don't have that. So I work over here on my personal page because I've got like 3,000 friends on that page,
Right.
So if someone else wants to touch on that.
I do have a like page, and what I do on my my just Facebook like page, I don't use Instagram really because I don't really understand it, and I don't use LinkedIn because I've never done any training on that either. So I just focus on Facebook, and when I do have a page, I have like almost 1,100 or 11,000 likes on my my like page. So when I meet somebody from my like page, I send them a friend request, and I tell them I sent them a friend request. So like that's how I'm getting people over to my personal page, because with your like page, people, they don't see your like page. If you comment or you post on your like page, it's unless you are super popular in the Facebook world on your like page, they don't show it to anybody. But they will show people your personal page. And so I try to get people from my like page to either friend request me, or I friend request them and get them watching my regular page. That's personally what I do. Stephanie, a like page is like a business page. Like on Facebook, if you're scrolling Facebook and you come across an ad where you can like page, you can have one of those yourself. So you can make your own like page, personal business page.
Hey, there was a question here that from somebody, wait a minute, Alexis. She said, how do you respond when people say they're happy with their current company or that they don't want to focus on anything else?
Well, that's in the scripts. I mean, I can't shoot that off the top of my head. I don't remember off the top. I would have to go look myself. But it's all that should be in the scripts on the new training site.
By the way, I love that new training site.
Yes. And if you have, if you don't see something in the scripts, feel free to post in the team, or, ask one of us directly if you can't find the answer to that. But mainly, just talk about additional streams of income. Like, really, are you, you're not open to earning additional streams of income, even though the average millionaire has 7? Like, and wine is kind of genius. That's the approach I would take. It's probably and it pairs well with any other business that allows you to do another company. So a lot of the companies don't allow you to do that anymore, but that's pretty much what the script would say, I would think.
And also do a search in the Wine Warriors group. There's so many responses for scripts in there.
Yes. And we have, Tina has created like bonus script. There's like photos and it says bonus script on them. So you can actually go into the photos and look for the pink and white photos, and you'll find even more scripts there. So they're everywhere in the team. If you typed in, a search word, you're going to get tons of script responses to that.
I'm trying to type this up so I can give it to them in the notes there.
That's okay.
Amanda, that response is awesome. Everyone needs a plan B. What if you lost your job tomorrow?
Yeah.
Boom. That's awesome.
Or what if your company that you're happy with closed down tomorrow?
It could happen.
Yeah, you can't rely on that. So.
Why is it not working? It's not letting me copy and paste, really. Okay, I'll put it in the wine page for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, it's not letting me copy and paste. There's a lot. Like, I don't want to have to type it all out. Of course. Was that Amanda Starr that said that? Everyone needs a plan B? That's great.
Didn't call.
No.
Where is she?
I'm on a call right now. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Tanya said, hey, I was there a month ago. This saved me. Yay, I love to hear stories like that. All right, any other
Awesome.
questions?
Can
I have a
add
question.
something?
Yeah, absolutely, Trip.
I just want to add something. The initial script that I know we've been doing for months and a lot of people have kind of gotten away from, the hey, do you like wine? It still works. I think a lot of times people get in their own head and they think, well, I said this to everybody or everybody's saying this to everybody. That's not true. And it still works. I still use it all the time, every day.
Me too.
I think what happens is you do it so many times that you think you're saying the same thing over and over again, but you're saying it to different people, so they don't know that. So don't get in your own head. Don't overcomplicate it. It still works.
Right. And I say, do you know anybody that likes wine? So it takes the pressure off them. Don't ask them, do you like wine? Because they're automatically going to think, you're trying to come at them with something. So just, ask them, do you know anybody that likes wine? And they're like, well, yeah, get some thinking a little bit. So.
And if they say no, they're lying.
Yes. Or they just don't know. They just don't know their wine drinking friends. They don't know people that drink wine, or they don't realize how many people that they know actually do drink wine.
Right.
So they just think they don't know.
That's when I challenge them and ask them to post, do you like red or white on their Facebook page and see how many responses they get.
Right. Say, can you do me a favor and just post this as a status for me and see what happens?
Right.
And that's in the scripts, by the way, guys. That's in the scripts. That's in the objections part. So just a quick shout out about that new training website we have, you guys. If you're new, even if you're not new, go check it out, the winewarriors.biz. That's awesome. I'm not going to give the login information because I know you publicly post this. So
yeah, I do.
you can get the login information in the group.
Yep, login information is in the group.
So are all the scripts from Wine Warriors now in that one?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
So I
they're
don't need to
on
go
the
back and
training
forth.
site
Okay.
now. So they're all kind of all in one spot, so you don't have to go searching for them. But sometimes you're going to find that you don't have the correct script for what you need, and then you can go search in the team. Just put that in the search bar, and it should pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, copy and paste works beautiful. If you haven't got the app called Evernote, get that, because you can easily copy and paste scripts from Evernote. So very handy app to have.
Just come on. Come on. This is why I do this business right here.
Aw, hi. You can't tell she's your daughter at all.
Don't know where she got that smile from.
Oh, that's funny. All right, guys, any other questions, or we will end it for the night?
I like that. Julie said, if I stray from scripts, it doesn't go well. If I copy and paste, it works beautifully.
Exactly.
Exactly. I actually have my scripts on my phone, in the notes section on my phone. That's what I do. I know a lot of people use Evernote, and that's great. I'm kind of old school. I've been like paper to pen girl forever, and then I started moving things to my phone so I could have it right here.
Right.
But when I first started, I literally would like have Joe and Tina's scripts like written out. So if I ever had someone say something, and I'm usually home, I would go, oh, okay, this is what I can say. But then I got really smart and put it on my phone. So, yeah.
Technology is great.
So I probably didn't tell you guys anything you didn't already know. It's just simple. Follow the system.
That's what I said before you got on. I think keep it simple, silly.
Mm-hmm.
System. That's why I said don't be looking at wine funnels and all this other crap before you've actually printed off your friends list and gone through every single one of them. Because if you don't talk to your friends, someone else is going to talk to your friends, and that's exactly what happened to me. So.
Yep. And honestly, the wine funnel is just going to distract you and what you have to
is.
learn over there, and it's just, I don't know. To me, that's what it is anyways. I don't even use the wine funnel.
Yeah, it's gonna distract you from your income producing activities.
Amanda. Yes, PJ calls me double. Oh my God, he's making me famous by that double name.
Double.
It would be awesome to have distributor testimonials in one place.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can put that together and put it in the on the training site.
It would be even better if we could put it, all of us do a little video, and we could do like a little video clip of our team and our successes, and people could share that. It's not going to go on your website, your YouTube, but it's going to be just plain for our people that we can send out to people. So
Yeah.
it's not like my YouTube or Sherry's YouTube. It's just a website that you can send people to see testimonials.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Okay.
Simple
Anybody else have questions for us? Yes, Mari.
We are on fire.
Yes, Mari.
You're
Yes.
on fire.
Before we go, I do have a big wine tasting coming up May 13th, and Austin's coming out here to Tustin, California. So if you have any prospects or anybody or any distributors that are out here in Orange County or Los Angeles or San Diego, get them there. I mean, it's also in the events section of your back office, but I think I've also posted on the Wine Warriors page. I can do that when we're done here. But I think we have like close to 100 people already showing up. So if you guys have anybody, definitely send them. We'll take care of them. One thing I do recommend is when you send people to someone else's wine tasting, just make sure that they have your website link. So if they're super excited and they want to sign up, obviously you want them to go with you. So give them your information so that they'll sign up with you.
Right.
Loaded question, but for a tasting, is it a good rule of thumb to have on the number of bottles? Nate, you want to answer that? You've done a bunch of wine tastings and you've been pretty successful at it.
Yeah, let me think. The one I just did, there's 11 there. I used like almost 4 bottles for 11 people, so not much, you know. We really stretch it out. I only give them like 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces per person, you know. That let them taste each kind that I have, but I only give them a couple ounces. And yeah, so, and then we kind of talk about the business opportunity aspect, and then the people that join get a full glass, and I tell them that too. And first I ask them which one they like the best, and then I tell them we can have a full glass of that if you join. But anyway, so yeah, so I kind of go that direction with it. So yeah, 4 bottles or so for.
A good rule of thumb is a half a bottle per person. A good rule of thumb. That's what I've heard. Half a bottle per person. So if you're expecting, 100 people, you're gonna want 50 bottles. We also have a wine tasting coming up in Detroit, you guys. It's gonna be June 10th from 7 to 9. I do not have a Eventbrite link yet, but it's gonna be a party. It is going to be a wine tasting like no one's ever experienced before, because we have Victor coming. He's gonna be, music and it's in a cool space in downtown Detroit that's kind of artsy, and it's not gonna be like table linens and like ritzy wine tasting. It's gonna be a party. Like
you said Detroit?
We're not gonna have any tables. We're gonna have music, dancing, wine. It's gonna be a blast. So that will be in Detroit. So June 10th, mark your calendars. If you know anybody in that area, you can definitely get them to that event. So.
And then Mari says on July 22nd, she's having a big one also. Austin will be at hers, July 22nd, West Palm Beach, Florida, 6 to 10.
Awesome.
Again, at least mine are and Mari's, they're in the back office under events. If you go to your back office, there's a tab.
Yeah.
Check that out.
And there's actually, the events is actually on our training website too now.
Perfect.
Yay.
Yay. I love that.
We're putting ours on the event page as well.
Awesome.
And then Amanda said June 16th and 17th in Southern Indiana as well. So we got wine tastings all over the place.
That's
All right,
good.
guys. All
Okay,
right.
guys, thanks for having me on.
You're so welcome. Thank you again. Oh, look.
Okay.
Look who just
Hey, what's
decided to join the party. Okay, guys. Have a good
Thanks,
night.
Priscilla.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome. Bye.
Night.
Night.
Right.